Yes, I was very scared. I hadn't been scared until he pushed his way through the door.
For the first time today, we are hearing from the victim in a brutal attack. Sean Jarrett was in court today for a preliminary hearing. He's accused of raping a Granville woman. 24-hour News 8's Coco McAvoy was in the courtroom for that hearing and joins us live from the courthouse this noon with the very latest. Coco?
Sue, it was a very difficult testimony to sit through. The victim had visible scars and bruises. She was obviously traumatized by what she says happened to her that day. And she went into detail about the vicious attack and was really very emotional while she was reliving that nightmare, as she describes it. Now, let's give you some background on this case. Sean Jarrett is accused of breaking into a home in Granville and sexually assaulting and robbing an 85-year-old woman. The victim in court today was still obviously shaken up. She says Jarrett came to her door asking about rental properties in the area, saying he was interested in buying. She said he then asked if her husband was home and used her home phone. She described him as very polite and says she didn't expect what happened next.
Well, I stood there waiting for him to hand it back, and when he handed it back to me, he just threw himself in the door and pushed it wide open. It opened inward, and I fell backwards. He pushed me down, and I was trying with my feet to get the door shut, and I was fighting and hitting and yelling and asking him to please not hurt me. I was screaming, "Don't do this, and my grandson will be back."
Jarrett previously served 30 years behind bars for raping and murdering his 64-year-old neighbor in Pennsylvania. He's also a suspect in the murder of Yolanda Reyes. Reyes went missing in late April from the Walker greenhouse where she and Jarrett worked. Her body was found mid-May at a construction site. He has not been charged in that murder. And, you know, I got to mention as well, during that entire hearing, Jarrett appeared almost as if he wasn't there. He was looking around, he was looking down, not really making eye contact with the victim or anyone in the courtroom, and his attorney did file a motion to determine mental competency, and that was granted. So the hearing is adjourned until that evaluation comes in. But this is a story that we're definitely going to continue to follow. Reporting live from Granville this noon, I'm Coco McAvoy, 24-hour News 8.